Hello everyone and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail Sunday. It is good to be back. And it looks like you can hear the game, so let us rumble. Alright, so we are continuing on with the main story quests, and then I believe this is the last weekend, and that we will be getting the update this week sometime. Because this event will be ending in like less than a day. So will this one. As you can see, I almost have it done. That one's just like out and exploring, kind of like the new area thing that they usually do. Nova Flare still exists. These are the two new buffed characters. Currently, Sparkxie is in game along with Yao Guang, who was here this entire patch, and then Ceredra's Rappa and the original Sparkle. And then from what I have heard, our next patch is actually going to be shorter. I think they're trying to get us back on like schedule with what it was supposed to be, because of the fact that the first patch got delayed. Per usual, I'm in... Where do you think I am? Where I always am. I did get a new... I got one of the new ones. Which one did I get? This one. Finally got something new. I got Fine On and having 7 bonds activated. So, let us look at achievements and then we will get started. Win the live showdown in both phases during the battle against Sparkxicon official. And then our goal for today, because of the fact that this will be ending shortly, is to get through the quest, the prerequisite mission, which I think we're in currently. Or it's like the next one or something. But to get through the prerequisite quest and then start that event, because obviously it ends today. So I think that's it, so we might as well just immediately get started. So we left off in the tavern, as you can see. And we were trying to find Sparkxie's woes so that we could try and figure out her next plan. But even her disconnected woes are still enough a part of her that she was able to... Interesting. That she was able to cotton on to what we were doing.
This place feels more like a maze than a tavern.
Well, it is a space-time maze, after all.
Man, I really wish we had one of these light orbs on the express.
Oh, I'm trying not to get thrown up immediately. Okay, try this again. Fall. Fall. Come through here. Okay, do not... Oh my gosh, stop that. Come on. Okay, so I was trying to see if I could get through the... How do you... Oh, so the ghost is just making the lever go back and forth. I was trying to get down there. It wasn't obvious.
Mr. David Day in Ward 4, please complete your discharge procedure.
Why is there a hospital hidden inside the tavern?
Well, because those who can become fools are all a bit sick in the head. Not your regular headaches and fevers, but matters of the heart. Every time someone goes bonkers and stirs up trouble in the tavern, like scattering nosewalker parasite ticks in every corner, or spiking the beer barrels with truth serum that makes people spew insults, for each time the whole place goes topsy-turvy, there's always some fool who, in the spirit of elation, volunteers to treat them. Yep, they get sent right here to Fatal Joke. Strange. Why isn't there even a fake doctor around today? Even if some fool claims to have a legit medical license, you wouldn't dare trust them.
Attention patients, please refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please invite the hospital director to join you. Thank you. Would Dr. Hartman from Plastic Surgery please report to the director's office immediately? This hospital doesn't even have a plastic surgery department. Who on earth are you? Dr. Zhongshan from Mental Health Care, please report to exam room 1. We're 1 player short for cards. Thank you.
Is this a theater or a hospital?
Alert. Patient detected ahead. Patient detected ahead. Please line up in an orderly fashion for registration and wait for the doctor to begin consultations.
Patient number 01, Akavilli. Is there a Mr. Akavilli? Mr. Akavilli, diagnosed with Stellaron symptoms per the records. Are you present? Please proceed to exam room 1.
I do love the ongoing joke slash theme that the Trailblazer is Akavilli. My running theory currently is I have 2 theories, and they might all be together. So there's like 5 people inside of Kalis, but I have 2 theories. One of which is that Elio is Kalis, and that all of these prophecies that are written out on pages, Kalis or Elio at that time wrote them out in advance, and then like they just have like a record system that's like, on this day give them this paper, if they go here give them this paper, you know what I mean? And then for the so that's what I think. I also think that Kalis is going to become the Eon of Finality at the end, so he's going down the path, and then essentially the finality is going to go back down the train tracks on the path that the Trailblaze set and go back in time to destroy reality and like the end of the universe and whatnot. So I feel like Kalis is gonna become the finality if they don't do like a the trio kind of thing, because if March is the god of remembrance, the Eon of remembrance, who is going to reflect the world and bring it back to life after the finality kills it. And we know that Dan Heng is a descendant of the longevity, so Dan Heng could potentially be the finality, and then Kalis would be Akavilli. But I also feel like Kalis, because they keep pulling in the fact that like, hey, Kalis reminds all the Eons of Akavilli, that Akavilli is also the finality. And so it's like all wrapped into one kind of deal. And that's why Elio always shows up as like the black cat of finality that the cremator Dahlia told us about. And so yeah, I feel like Kalis is like 5 different people all at the same time. Like I feel like he's Elio, I feel like he's also an incarnation of Akavili, and then that he is eventually going to become the Eon of Finality. And or already had become the Eon of Finality, and then that's why he is set up in the state that he is, because he's trying to fight against the death of the universe. Something like that.
They called you by name, Mr. Akavili? You might as well go take a look.
It'd be so funny if you were not.
Attention patients. Please refrain from...
You're finally back, Akavili. I've reviewed your clinical records. Your Stellaron symptoms are stable. Continued observation will suffice. Talk about fate. Ever since our little escapade with the Unshackled on the Xianzhou, I've been wondering when someone as interesting as you would grace our tavern. Next time you come to the bar, I'll treat you to a drink with topology olives and Barnsley fractal pepper. Good news for you. You don't need to rush into treatment just yet. Though, I can't say the same for Miss Sparkle over there. Patient number 02, Miss Sparkle, please come in. Hello there, Miss Sparkle.
You're one of the few who didn't mistake me for that imposter, Doctor. But just a reminder, yours truly isn't sick. I'm perfectly healthy.
Oh, everyone who comes here says they're perfectly healthy. I've seen so many patients, and you're among the most severe. I could already make an initial diagnosis at first glance. Your ailment is loss of self. If someone can transform into 10,000 characters, would she still remember her original self?
Good question. But if someone could become 10,000 characters, does the original even matter anymore? By the way, Doc, are you familiar with any treatment protocols for mimetic viruses?
Mimetic viruses. I've heard about it. The city sent over a few cases. The patients had one thing in common. They were all heavy internet users. The medical records are in the room. You can take a look if you want.
Is this Dual-Mention City? How is that possible?
The tavern's spatial structure is bizarre to begin with. It's not that strange to see Dual-Mention City here.
You casually browse through the documents on your computer desktop, finding those unarchived medical records are a real parade of characters. A patient claims to be Inna incarnate, and those who give them a thumbs up are blessed Pathstriders of the Order. The next record is even more absurd. The patient claims that he is Inna, and that the person who claims to be Inna is actually Yaoshe and has gone mad. Next page. The patient searches everywhere for the spacebar, believing that their system lacks a jump function. Okay. Alright, you got me. Next page. Oh, Yao Guang. Celestial subspecies. That's interesting. Temporal department. The patient suffers from an unusual chronological disease. The disease has lasted for 30 years and causes skips of space-time-induced misplacement. The disease has temporarily been dubbed temporal dislocation. 30 years ago, the patient experienced an accident in the extrapolation array, leading to symptoms of temporal displacement. No similar cases have been reported to date. During the episodes, the patient unconsciously deviates from their current space-time coordinates, leaping through space-time continuum and reappearing at incorrect temporal points. According to the previous diagnostic records, temporal displacement ranges approximately 1 to 12 hours, accompanied by spatial displacements within a radius of 15 kilometers. The cause of the episodes remain unknown. One moment. Sorry about that. The cause of the episodes remains unknown, and the pattern of occurrence is still unclear, though there is a suspected increase in frequency. Infinite lifespan in a stable state with no risk of becoming Mara-struck. The patient is in good spirits with stable breathing, clear speech, and normal physical condition. There's no trend of disease progression. After wearing the Nexus Sapiente, the frequency of the displacement episodes has decreased. The patient's self-awareness remains uninterrupted during temporal leaps, and the brain function remains highly active post-displacement, suggesting a possible maintained connection with the space-time structure of the Deca light reflection barrier. Following displacement episodes, the patient exhibits a temporary decrease in blood pressure and blood sugar. Cardiopulmonary function and bone density remain unaffected by space-time displacement. Carry sugar pills and ensure regular intakes of sugar. Attaches long-term leave permit. Declaration rejected by the patient. Treatment. Schedule a visit for the clinic upon feeling unwell.
No way. Are these General Yao Guang's medical records?
You instinctively look away. Some things are better left unknown.
The medical records are on the bookshelf. First pile on the left.
Sparkxie virus, cases and treatment plans. Affected by the supplicant Sparkxie, the Sparkxie virus is spreading outward from the Graphia Academy to the surrounding areas. The Department of Aberration Defense has activated the Phantos Moon Games Emergency Response Plan, established quarantine zones, and is providing targeted treatments to infected civilians. Based on infection vectors, several preliminary treatment protocols have been established. All Academy Mementic treatment facilities are advised to reference these protocols when receiving patients. Details are outlined below. To ensure the safety of medical professional, this report has been treated with Mementic scrubbing procedures and is safe to use. Text-based transmission. Infection vector and symptoms. The Sparkxie virus possesses the ability to spread through written text. Upon viewing and comprehending virus-laden text, the Mementic agent infiltrates the patient's self-awareness, causing them to continuously repeat phrases such as "I love Sparkxicle" and "I want to become Sparkxicle." The condition worsens with each repetition, gradually transforming their self-awareness into that of Sparkxicle. It should be noted that patients infected by a text are highly likely to have been exposed to compound infections from both auditory and visual mementic vectors. Soundproofing measures must be strictly implemented during treatment. Treatment plan. Immediately isolate the patient to prevent secondary exposures to the mementic virus. All treatment equipment must be disconnected from the network after mementic decontamination. Then, following standard prescription procedures for textual memes, inject the patient with massive amounts of redundant, harmless information to dilute and overwrite the Sparkxie virus in the patient's cognition. Text frequency should be maintained between 22 to 26 characters per second, with each treatment session controlled within 0.5 system hours. Audio transmission, infection method, and symptoms. The least harmful variant with distinct phase differentiation is in phase 1. After hearing specific trigger words, Sparkxicle invades the auditory system, replacing all information the patient hears with Sparkxicle. Phase 2, all sounds produced by the patient are replaced with Sparkxicle, and they become contagious. The transmission method at this phase is extremely covert. For example, patients will hide Sparkxicle within fragmented speech, using patterns like, "Hey, what should we have for dinner tonight? How about spaghetti and meatballs with ickle sauce?" Please exercise extreme caution. Treatment plan. Expose the patient to high noise environments. This will continuously disrupt the normal functioning of their auditory organs. No need to worry about damage to the patient. We've imported advanced medical equipment from the International Peace Corporation. There won't be any permanent residual damage. Then the correctional device will be used to control the patient's vocal organs and force them to read the Intellitron basic emotion test and explain the rules until the patient is free from the mementic influence. Visual transmission. High-risk infection type. When the patient is exposed to pattern containing the Sparkxie virus on the network, their cognition will rapidly become infected. Memes will cover their visual senses, causing the patient to perceive all faces as Sparkxie, and their own face will also shift to become Sparkxie. Additionally, there was also extremely dangerous infected individuals who will sport Sparkxie on their surface of their retinas, and anyone they gaze upon will become infected. Enclose the patient in a dark room and separate them from direct visual contact. Use counter-mementic images provided by the IVC to train patients with visual functions to precisely remove the mementic virus engraved in their visual systems. Currently, the Sparkxie virus continues to spread with potential for mementic mutation. If any unusual situations are discovered, report them immediately to the Department of Aberration Defense. Do not intend to handle it on your own.
Are there already victims in the city?
To eliminate the memetic virus, helping patient zero face reality is a crucial phase of the treatment.
Huh? What's happening?
You've never been to Fatal Joke before?
That's not surprising. I don't spend much time at the tavern. And to reiterate, I'm perfectly healthy.
I love patients who deny their illness. I'll personally shatter their self-confidence. Miss Sparkle, I'm going to write up a detailed diagnosis report for you. In the meantime, why don't you chat with your fellow patients who share your affliction?
Gray hair, let's go. I don't want to waste any more time with this quack.
Miss Sparkle, please wait in this room until the consultation is complete.
Sparkle, you're back! You seem happy. Yeah, I'm keeping my spirits high, just like she asked. Sparkle, Sparkle! You're the one who told me that a smiling mask will never have bad luck, aren't you? This world doesn't want to see too much sadness, cruelty, rage, or pain. You told me that I just need to smile, no matter what. I did everything you asked. But why did you abandon me? Right now, I just want to scream, to cry, to shout. I just want to devour you all.
Just how many masks have you thrown away?
Don't worry about it. Everyone sheds just as many versions of themselves in a lifetime. Sparkle, do you still remember me? More people got my name right today than in the past week. I'm so touched. I am your original mask. The Sparkle Roll mask. The archetype of a bright maiden doomed for a short life. The avenger who perishes with her nemesis. The lover who dies for love. The young artist driven to madness. You used me to win fame, applause, and countless eager gazes. So why would you cruelly cast me aside? Please, wear me once more. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Do yourself a favor and stay down.
The diagnosis results are in, Miss Sparkle.
Would Dr. Hartman from Plastic...
Hey there. Are you also troubled by the same illness as me? What illness do you have? I once suffered from a disease called Fool. A masked fool named Sparkle grew out of me, slowly becoming one with me. She used me to bear all the pain caused by her performances, left me battered and bruised, while she slipped away from everything. But I was lucky enough to find this tumor called Sparkle. And I expelled this malignant growth from my body. You're just a tool I discarded.
Miss Sparkle, I have your results. Your main components are madness, humor, and a theatrical personality. Unfortunately, the proportions are badly imbalanced. You're beyond saving. But the silver lining is your mask has fallen off. She's free of blast.
And that's where everyone's misfortune began. None of the masks I've cast off ever had such strong opinions or such a temper.
She no longer needs to be corroded by your cancer of rationality. Now she can do anything that you wanted to do but didn't dare to do.
Ha! As if there's anything Miss Sparkle wouldn't dare to do.
For example, you don't dare wear any one mask for too long. Like a butterfly shedding old skin, you keep discarding every mask just so you won't be defined or bound by them. You're afraid to stop, to stuck in some stereotype. You're afraid that one day you won't be elating enough. That's why you drew Miss Sparkxie and became her online. As a dazzling mask, everyone confides in her. Everyone wants to be her. Everyone feeds her their clever ideas. You thought this would inject new life into your elation. But sadly, once the mask is on you, you become its accessory. People care only about the image the mask paints. No one cares about the you beneath. And that is why she came to life. Human recognition and desire will flow through the internet, providing nourishment for her to bloom. She'll become a bewitching flower, conforming to everyone's wishes, letting them wear her, become her, and blossom across all of plain Arcadia. What a beautiful sight. Stop? You mean treat? Yes? Cremate Sparkle. That's the best treatment I can prescribe.
And here I thought you had something clever. After all, there's only one radical cure for all suffering. Make oneself disappear, right?
Miss Sparkle, don't think I'm joking around with you. I only misbehave outside the tavern. But here, I am a doctor, without quotation marks. My treatment is real and effective. Generally, when a fool vanishes, their mask loses its power and becomes a dead thing. You're two sides of the same coin, after all. But as for Sparkxie, I can't say for sure. During Sparkxicon, she'll be worn by millions of ordinary people in plain Arcadia, feeding her with sustenance and strength. Your window of opportunity is therefore fleeting. Go on, lie down on that bed and say goodbye to your friends. Press that button and the nurse will come wheel you away. There's a door in the tavern that absolutely positively leads to a still-burning star in Siduni Rama. The nurse will send you there, and that'll be the end of it.
And if I say no?
Then I'll have to be impolite. Miss Sparkle, nameless, the choice is yours. As for me, by the laughter above, I've got to catch the next ship out of this dump.
Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here? Gray hair. Ma'am.
The mask of the masked fool represents what you wish to become. You use it to focus your power, but the mask will gradually bind you as well. That's why you've been avoiding Sparkxie all this time. She didn't just steal a vial of mimetic virus. She stole your strength. No wonder the fool at the bar joked, when a masked fool loses their mask, what remains is just a fool.
Yes. Every fool has at least one such mask. Not mere decoration, but a part of our destiny, crafted by our own hands. It might be a morning actor mask you took a liking to and stole from them. It might be a head accessory you personally sketched in a moment of inspiration. Or it might be something that one day fell from the sky and latched onto your face. To become a fool, one must experience at least one such instance of destiny. The moment of masking one's face. Through the mask's eye holes, we gain a different perspective. Finally seeing how the universe is simply churning with endless jokes, and the absurd nature of our existence as living beings. The mask is who we want to be. And now, this imposter is more me than I am. the nurse and cremate Miss Sparkle. At least then, the imposter will lose her power for a little while. You should be able to take her down easily, right? You're not actually going to press it, right?
Give us a moment to hesitate, to think.
Waiting is torture, you know. You're not doing this on purpose to punish me, are you? Hey, gray hair! Say something! I knew it. Gray hair. You're still that same warm-hearted gray hair I know. Psst. Let me tell you something. While no one was looking, I already popped the battery out of the button. This was a test, and you passed.
Since the fool made her choice, she must have a plan to reclaim the mask, right? If you dare say no, I'll press this button and let the orbital cannon cremate you for real. Your sticky little fingers aren't fast enough to steal this battery, are they?
There's a way. There's always a way. Miss Sparkle will definitely take responsibility and work together with everyone to stop Sparkxicon.
What's with this applause?
Have we been watched the whole time?
Bravo!
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, what is even the point of this entire scene we just saw? Sparkle finds herself bound to the bed by an invisible force. This irresistible power you've experienced yourself on mornings when you just can't get up. No one can defeat it.
So the audience watched our every move in that treatment? Is this a hospital or a theater?
That's life for you. While there's life, there's judgment. In every unseen corner, countless judging eyes are watching, diagnosing, and writing their own prescriptions.
I must admit, Fatal Joke is a fascinating place. Real shame I didn't come check it out earlier.
Ignore the spectators. They're just here for laughs. They won't help and couldn't if they tried. You said you had a way to stop Sparkxie. Let's hear it. What's the plan?
I've got a few anti-sparkle weapons in my collection. The name says it all. These are items Miss Sparkle collected in my past adventures, and weapons that my fierce rivals once used against me. On a trip, I met a girl who shared my tastes. She had quite the knack to be a fool. In our battle of wits, she nearly turned me into sparkle paste using the local tumbleweed specialty. She also had a massive mech with beam cannons up the wazoo, ready to blast away any time. I quietly replicated those powerful goodies from my travels. With these anti-sparkle weapons, that imposter won't know what hit her. I gotta say, I'm quite the visionary. You two, let's head to the storage area next. I've already contacted Giovanni. He's doing an inventory check of the lost items there.
Giovanni, my second favorite fool. I love him, Your Honor. Bring him to me immediately. I know he's probably not going to, but we hope and pray for the day that Giovanni becomes playable.
Beautiful lady! No,
One moment so we can play dice. Yeah. I wish I could speed this up. Ah, good. Alright, now we've had our card break. From the Furbobos. Beep boop, frontline reporter bringing fresh intel. This is bad news. Something weird is happening to all the students in the school. This Furbo thinks I'm getting infected too. I can't breathe. Something's not right. They're taking down the wave mural from the school. Beep boop, detecting movement heading towards the Furbo's position. Do remember my contributions to the club, President. Talk later.
Intel from the school?
The Furbo journalist couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did spot Sparkxie taking down the wave mural in the school courtyard.
Oh? That's noteworthy. Looks like Sparkxie is busy making preparations too. But never mind her for now. Let's check out the Fool's storage area.
This tavern is huge.
It's alright. I just wish there were more fun spots around here.
Giovanni, my love. We pray for the day he's a 4-star or 5-star. We pray.
Hey, Gio! What are you doing up there?
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with you?
'Tis me.
Oh, it's Mr. Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those with the makings of masked fools are naturally drawn to one another.
Unfortunately, it will not be today.
You sure know quite a few fools.
I network. It's part of being a trailblazer. I don't know what you mean.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express. A pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Giovanni, just call me Himeko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker. Let me show you around.
Is that a stellar jade?
Gio, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stashed everything here.
You stole my line again. Picked it up on a trip to another world. You've heard this phrase too, haven't you? I'll admit it's catchy, that's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area visits went up by 26% after that.
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent? Where's my stored anti-sparkle weapons?
Well, your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? As for the anti-sparkle weapons, oh, I'd love to know what on earth that's supposed to be. Why don't you go in and look for yourself? As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your collection room.
Gio, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all this time. I only just now noticed something fishy about this thing.
Too much wisdom leads to sorrow.
Huh? What's this?
Let out a wistful tweet. Oh, there's more of them up there. The googly eyes are hilarious, actually. Oh, interesting. Stellar Jade. There are many theories about where these gems came from. Some say they're light that cooled and crystallized after the primordial universe took shape. Others claim they're crystallized essence of the ancient leviathans formed over billions of years. Without a doubt, its mesmerizing beauty could be traded for everything in the universe. Material pleasures, light cones of the garden, ancient relics, and devotion of others. There's such a huge one right in front of you, big enough to drive everyone crazy. That's right, you want it. You really want it. You're about to go into a frenzy.
Kid, wake up. This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll smash it with one swing.
You got it. Smash every last one and bring them all back. Stellar Jade is the perfect bait for catching the nameless.
It is. It really is.
How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable in the vault. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief flair we masked fools adore? Remove a carefully curated piece and leave a gift in place to soothe the owner. A jumbo-sized stellar jade is surely worth a jar of mimetic virus and a few anti-sparkle weapons, wouldn't you say? And
is the monster the anti-sparkle weapons? That's so funny, actually.
Still here. I'm fine. Torment and doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path. A future will come. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Your sun tear the sky.
Gio, the security here is an absolute mess.
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally your storage.
She didn't just steal my power and my collection. She completely destroyed Miss Sparkle's reputation. This is the worst day ever.
Correction. Miss Sparkle's worst day so far.
Giovanni, please.
Wanna make fun of me? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think gear tumbleweeds and giant mechs would work on someone spreading memetic viruses. I thought of a way just now that might suppress the memetic contagion at Graphia Academy. You can fight fire with fire, but a memetic virus can be scoured away with water.
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparkxie is removing the central mural there. The imaginated mural, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. Legend says the wave comes from the Dove Brook river water she used to wash off her painting mistakes. The artists say it is blessed. That's why they kept it in the school. I couldn't understand why Sparkxie went to such lengths to tear it down. Now I do. Painting mistakes are redundant information that stain a painting. A memetic virus is redundant information that stains the mind. If someone knew how to harness this Dovebrook wave to wash over the school, they could cleanse the infection she spread. That's why Sparkxie wanted to hide the mural. The waves on the painting aren't physical water. Only those versed in the art of imagenesis can control them. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly effective plan is to break into the school, regain control of the mural, and use it to suppress Sparkxie's movements.
Let's go. I'll make this imposter pay 100-fold.
Looks like our paths must part in haste. I wish you all fair winds on your journey ahead. If any of you feel uncertain about what's next, here's a small suggestion. Take a detour inside the Blistar Light Orb. For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance as the Phantos Moon hanging above. Deep within the orb, everyone can find the divine revelations of the elation.
But this doesn't look like where we came in.
Don't worry.
Be-boo, President, we've got another situation here. After that mean lady ordered students to take down the wave mural, this Furbo has been keeping a close watch. BB found it where they're keeping it. This is just one of them. I'll keep at it and find the rest. Holy Farboli, that lady seems to have spotted me. My fate is sealed. All for the President. Furbo? Of course it's not okay. Sending a spy to infiltrate this place, nameless. You got some tricks up your sleeve, huh? However, you're running low on both time and odds. Pick pick up the pace. Don't keep me waiting in suspense. They got paraprints.
Oh, darn it.
They found something else at the school? We need to pick up the pace.
That was fully by habit. I should not have done that. Let's see if this one's any easier compared to the last one. Oh, why is it like that? Alright. Ooh. Okay. Ah! Okay. Where are we? Oh. I was like, where are we supposed to go at this point? I don't know. Alright. Okay, landed there. Landed there. Ah. Okay. Ah, darn it. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do any more on this than the last one. I was like, oh, will this one be any easier? No. The answer is very much no.
Giovanni said we could find the divine revelations of the elation inside the light orb. Don't tell me this orb is another tavern room.
Bingo, your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. The youngsters only revoked the Laughter's right to enter the tavern. They don't reject things associated with them. Inside this light orb is a miracle tied to a ha. It responds to any fool who approaches. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. Open sesame!
But didn't you lose your mask and therefore your right to be a fool? Question mark?
I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Open? No way! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore? What a wonderful surprise! The imposter stole my identity too!
Do we count as a fool?
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Don't look at me. I haven't done anything. Just because Aha likes me, it's not my fault.
Hey! That's way too harsh.
She's blaming me, but Himiko, I'm
I hate to
suspicious.
admit it, but gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has acknowledged you.
Is this how we get our elation pathway? Oh, that's not creepy at all. That's not cosmic horror at all. That's so... Can I not? Can we very much not go near that? Ooh. Also, you know how it like looks like a sliver of a moon?
So, this is the miracle you meant?
Yes. Among the masked fools, a myth is told. When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the existence. They glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all meaning yielded to nihility. They gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. That crystalline laughter tore through the cold, dead universe, echoing through the realms to this day. Many think the laughter that tore apart the cosmos is just a metaphor. But sadly, it's real. The tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. It tore open a spatial rift. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo. Toss in trash, and it merrily swallows it. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, it just sits there, right over there, motionless, grinning at us forever.
Again, Plan Arcadia is really pulling in the cosmic horror.
Just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need only reach into the rift and grasp something. The tavern folks call it the laughter's gift. No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. But one thing's for sure. Your destiny's bound to get much more chaotic. Hey, gray hair. Wanna give it a try?
Alright, sure. With trembling unease, you reach into the gaping fissure. Just pretend it's like the mouth of the Amphorian Vertex Leo. You keep telling yourself.
Akivili, have mercy. In Akivili's name, please don't hurt me. My hand doesn't taste good.
Your hand seems to plunge into a soft, swirling fluid, and bizarre monkey screech echoes in your ears, reminding you of an ominous story about wish-making. Ah, the monkey's paw is what they're referring to. And you sense that you've touched something. No, I would 100% be like, get in, get out. Angular and blocky, it hurts to hold, with a slightly stinging sensation, like stepping on a small toy part hidden in the carpet.
Is this?
Huh? What's this?
Are we gonna overwhelm the Sparkxie mementic virus with the banana one from the other academy little sub-event with the monkeys? You know, for sure, you've seen this thing before, right there in Penacony. Oh my god, we are. The extraordinary experience of fighting alongside the dazzling ninja, aka Rappa, against the Osuru evil ninja flashes through your mind. The answer, like a banana hanging in the sky, compels you to reveal its origin.
The laughter above, they really answered! But what's their deal giving you another mimetic virus?
Now I get it.
Oh, so we're gonna do the same thing. So Rappa infected us with the ninja virus to fight off the banana one, and so we're now gonna be doing the same thing with the Sparkxie one with the banana. Oh god, no wonder the narrator was one of those monkeys. Oh goodness. I hated that event, guys. Guys, I hated that event so much. Please don't make me do it again.
Audiences infected with the Sparkxie virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparkxie. We'd end up like that soon after breaking into the school. But if we're already infected with another mimetic virus, well, that changes things.
If that stupid banana song starts up, I will end this stream. Do not test me on this. If that na 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 banana na 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 thing starts up again, I'm ending the stream.
And this banana serves exactly that purpose. To buy us some time to resist. The elation really has a twisted sense of humor, huh? Alright, let's move.
Oh, hey, Asheville.
You two. Haven't you heard the rule? Only one fool's allowed in here at a time.
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his assistant. Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't even care if they turn into monkeys?
Meanwhile, the
The ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny, completely unaware that what they held in their hands could shatter the sanity of the entire world!
Hey, Mr. N, cut the narration when it's time to fight.
Well, I gotta do something right. Like this?
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away, and I'll let bygones be bygones. But if you try anything funny...
If you want to get to them, you'll have to get through these little toys first.
Sampo, our other beloved. We're so excited to see you.
Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic viruses.
The real deal. Just some nameless passing through.
Mr. N, I've got to go after them. You won't be able to keep up with me. Just head home and wait for the news. I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself in this world.
I hate that they're bringing back the monkeys.
Over here! This way! Run faster! You don't want to get caught by that guy back there, do you? Yo, bro! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you landed?
All of them.
Good old Sampo came through with top-notch service, saving your lives in the nick of time.
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which door in the tavern can get us back to the city the quickest?
You don't even need to ask. When it comes to knowing all the secret passages and shortcuts in this tavern, you won't find anyone who can match old Sampo.
Then lead the way.
Meanwhile, somewhere in Duomension City, Danhug and Sunday just having their separate adventure from us. Oh, I don't know how I feel about you being here. You are very ominous.
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. Did you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Greetings, Lady Yao Guang.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing but a parlor trick. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning and find out?
You know I won't do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't.
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard enough.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my abilities.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the Harmony. How could the Elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority. In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of plain Arcadia, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain it already?
Yeah, if it amplifies power and she already can't control her, like, unwilling teleportation ability, that would get really messy with her.
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer about yourself, General of the Yuchue, who sees into the future. Why not wear the mask yourself and personally step into the fray with its power?
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, Lady Yao Guang.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's heads would be the wheel and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. Only then can one truly take up the mantle and live up to the title. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's general, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kalachakra Sky Plume, which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of the rainbow. A symbol of foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Thanks to that, I gained the Eye of Ishvara, which allows me to read the flow of destiny. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster will befall this place.
So, that red glow rising from the edge of the city is...
The blazing light, formed by the convergence of all those woe signs in plain Arcadia.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear the deathly omen in your readings.
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that, isn't there?
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome. A collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. To be honest, when I set out for plain Arcadia, I had fully intended to personally participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra Sky Plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second.
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed. Just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny, anchoring the fated moments. If I wore the mask, I would become the noose of plain Arcadia, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for salvation. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this round.
progress, pardon my bluntness. But the fate of billions in plain Arcadia never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance meeting. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship and left at any time. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this death trap?
Because I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious beyond measure. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself, would they? Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch you face annihilation. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save Plain Arcadia?
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leads. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others, and a dead end for someone may hide an opportunity for another. This treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes, the perfect board for a game of wits.
A game with whom?
With the gods. Mr. Sunday, have you heard of the Battle of the Fonghu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting Plain Arcadia is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fenghu was back then?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fenghu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fenghu with no other options. The Alliance staked everything on my Junior Soar's plan to operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Pier Telescope, to signal the rainbow for aid, using their Lux arrow to strike down the demon star. Whoever operated the Cloud Pier Telescope would not return. It was to be a one-way trip.
So, your Junior Soar.
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's Master Diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. He accepted his fate and ventured to the Fenghu, going with him into certain death, where Yueyu, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloud Pier Telescope, and the Verdant Knights under her command. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I activated the Decalite reflection barrier, calculating and casting lots again and again. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections, faint, wavering, until the vast shadow of a pondering god swallowed them whole. And they vanished into the abyssal dark at the edges of the universe. And in that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom. When the Lux arrow fell, they would perish along with the enemy and that demonic star, all reduced to ashes.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the enemy's fall?
To Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel, right?
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Cruel or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness and remember their sacrifice. When I saw the Lux arrow descend, I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Eon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, an Eon's intervention is often the only hope. We are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who offered up a portion of our insignificant destiny. Even beings as mighty as the Eons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in plain Arcadia?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fong Hu 30 years ago. An Arbiter General will fall, and an Eon will descend. I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny to sit at my table. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great wheel for the cosmos' future. Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, how can you be sure that the most capricious Eon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth about the elation? They say Ahab once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly, like machines. And the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the cry of a newborn made them burst into laughter. Mr. Sunday, answer me. Why did Ahab laugh?
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Humans find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can produce. The universe and the gods set riddles for us, and we shall give them a surprise. An answer beyond the finality. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a goodbye again, General.
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility out of destiny with our own sight.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others went?
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. We should let them off the hook.
Another emergency broadcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Sally.
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Sparkxie, announced her entry into the Phantus Moon Games. The performance she announced to all her fans, Sparkxicon, is also about to begin.
How curious! Plain Arcadia's day-night cycle was completely
Miss Sparkxie?
Sparkxicon! Sparkxicon! Sparkxicon!
My eyes! I've seen something cursed.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. There are walking Sparkxie shrooms growing on the ground. I bet we'll all end up with Sparkxie, or rather Sparkle faces, before we can get very far.
Are we really using that? If we don't take down that imposter before the virus hits, we'll all be monkeys in the jungle.
Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey. Your call.
On second thought, being assimilated by an imposter doesn't sound that bad.
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Man, a little warning before you stab someone with a banana, please?
Come on, banana.
I hate the banana. I hate it.
Remember the plan we made at the tavern.
Yes, we dig out the imaginated painting Sparkxie hid, then use waves to give Garapia Academy a good banana over. Wash over. But what if that imposter figures it out?
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some time.
Let's do it.
We are just churning through these last ones. Yeah, we only got 2 more left. First, you saw the sparks, and following behind the cacophonous darkness, witness Sparkxie's origins. You are already a masked fool. Let the bliss star bloom for you. Masked instant. Is there any other fruit in this Arcadia? I've seen this banana before. Fruit of the gods. Also, the fact that we are already considered a masked fool is so interesting to me, lore-wise. Find a familiar feather in the tavern. Ugh, I just want the mask. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Oh, it's over here. I was like, there's a mask in here, I swear. It's right here. Okay. Oh, we still haven't. The indifference of those who yet live. Do we have to get through the whole main story quest before we can unlock that? I mean, we only have 2 more, so we're getting somewhere. Come on. Load, please.
Yoo-hoo! Welcome, dear guests. I've been waiting so long, my phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't get it. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Standing before you. The loyal friend who's been by your side all along.
light orb in the tavern didn't react to Sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome. Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparkxicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the Fantasy Moon Games. In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every supplicant must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we desire! There's no coercion involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no, like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. Want attention, talent, quick cash, universal praise? Download the Sparkxie virus. Ta-da! Click confirm, and you're set. Isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat? Nameless. You're doomed to lose. You can't stop what people desire.
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
Okay, I know I'm breaking the tension, but does that also mean that Sampo is a shed mask of the original Sampo? And that's why he couldn't get on into the tavern on his own? Or did he actually lose his mask?
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express.
You got another mask?
Before Sparkxicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their hearts, they'll long for the Trailblaze too. You were never the only option for the audience, Sparkxie.
You know why I can't stand heroic stories? You lot always wave the flag of justice, then stomp all over the fun with brute force. The elation has nothing to do with justice, and you haven't won yet. Ma'am, gray hair, don't tell me you forgot the plan. I'll stall her. We don't have much time left, do we? I'm trying to give us better odds of winning here. There's one thing I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last one standing decide that? Then let's settle it. Right now! I'll make you the opening firework of Sparkxicon!
Unbelievable! A girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparkxie just rushed in and started throwing punches!
Could she be a high-grade look-alike rival? Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars, the fanciest fights are fought the old-fashioned way.
Hey, friends! Over here! Look this way!
Is that March's voice?
Over here! Mr. Yang and I are in the art classroom!
But they were Sparksified. And also she was in a different outfit. Like, I'm so suspicious of that.
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's regroup with March first.
Unless Evernight knocked her out of it. Okay, module enclosed by the aesthetic window can swap positions in the window control mode. Interact with the starter to a window. Hold and drag the frame to swap window positions. Okay.
Move this platform, and you should be able to get up there.
Drag the window to swap frames. Oh, I get it, okay. Oh, it keeps going? Oh, I see it. Okay. Ah. 1, 2. How am I supposed to... Do I get another jump? Can I go this way? Oh, there's another one up there? Okay. Platform. 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 Got it.
Miss Himeko! Oh, you're finally here.
March, I'm just so happy you're safe, Bana.
After he escaped the school, I figured he'd bring you back. So, while Sparkxie was away, I found a classroom to hide in. The students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart is pure and untouched, so her tricks don't work on me.
Infect her with the banana vice.
Were you two just talking with some weird verbal tick?
Stab her with the banana. That sounds so terrible.
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on out.
You look perfectly normal, though. So that Professor Welt he saw in the news...
Just a bit of acting on my part. Let's not dwell on that right now. Like March, I realized something was corrupting her cognition. When I arrived at school, she even pulled from one of my past memories to strengthen the effect. It was pretty frustrating. Luckily, I've dealt with something similar before. I snapped out of cognition corruption very fast this time, so I decided to keep playing the teacher and hide some students away in secret. Any ideas how to dispel Sparkxie's influence? You told March well about your intel you obtained at the tavern, your action plan. No wonder these students took down the wave mural from the central courtyard. Sparkxie had them break it into 3 parts: the waves, the wooden boat, and the moon. I don't know where they hid the waves and the moon, but I managed to retrieve the wooden boat that was stored in the archive room from the students.
As expected from Teacher Yang.
We might have a lead on the other 2 painting pieces. Have you seen... Furbo, Nana?
You mean... Furbo?
We sent a local reporter into the school, but his luck turned sour, Nana. Sparkxie caught him red-handed. Before he was taken away, he managed to take a photo of the library. I want to check it out with him.
What about me and Mr. Yang? Now that we have a lead, no way we'll just sit here doing nothing.
March and I will go track down the Furbo reporter. We might even find out where the last piece of the painting was hidden.
That's the plan. Let us know right away if you find any leads.
They also need to be infected by the banana virus. No? We're just gonna leave that open for...
Himiko, where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
Okay, so that's how you clear out that. Is this the fight? Give it up! Oh.
Dated model! Shush! Eat my hammer! Ow! What? Darn it!
I see the fight is moving around.
Oh, the express crew is here!
Please follow my live stream channel.
Please give Miss Sparkxie lots of likes.
Let go! You're pulling my hair! That's the whole point. Surrender to Miss Sparkle like a good girl.
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these live stream obsessed students. We're here, Bana.
But I don't see any waves or moon.
Where could it be? Like I'd ever tell you.
Miss Sparkxie herself ordered us to guard this place with our lives.
Hey, get that stream running.
Ugh, kids these days. They ignore their studies just to focus on the internet. As an alum of Graphia Academy, it's my duty, as tradition dictates, to give you all a proper extracurricular lesson. Hey, juniors, ready to roll?
I choose you. We can do anything.
The Sailor Moon magical girl aesthetic of these monsters delights me tremendously. And then they're kind of like Persona 3 of their, like, the humanoid ones.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
As we've written.
Serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
The future will come!
Where could they be hiding the landscape painting?
After all, it's an image Nana'd thing. Once sealed in a scroll or something, it'll be a pain to retrieve, Bana. Oh, right. Let's check out that photo Nana the reporter left us. Maybe we can find some clues.
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other classroom. But something's off.
Uncovered the truth behind the old school building 15 years ago. Time travel is a scam.
this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear something?
I refuse. Nope.
I didn't hear a thing.
Something's not right. Is there something hidden here?
I feel like it's in our best interest to just leave and not investigate that. Chalk marks gleam fresh on one side of the blackboard, as if written just today. Arcadian calendar, July 22nd, 1984. On duty, Bell, Fulwish.
July 22nd, 1984? Bell? Could this classroom be...
Senior? You're back!
Bell?
And you are?
But how is this possible?
It really is you, Senior! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured. I, and so many of us, we've been here, waiting all this time.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable that I never came back to visit you all.
You apologizing so seriously? That's not like you at all, Senior.
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But all of you are already dead.
Himiko, these students, who are they?
They just made some very intense statements just now.
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by a tragic accident.
What?
Oh no, Senior, he's here! That thing is coming!
Wait, what did you just say?
Everyone, hide! We mustn't let that monster find us! Run, Senior! The herald of death is back! Bell!
As I said, we're in a horror movie. Cosmic horror, some traditional Japanese horror, like, gots to go. The costume door closed, and before you knew it, you were standing in the hallway. You hear what sounds like light raindrops gently falling on the window. In the classroom, someone carefully paced around, treading across the sticky floor like a painter walking on spilled paint scattered all over the ground. The gap in the door seems filled with an impenetrable darkness, and you can't see a thing. The classroom's door won't budge an inch, no matter how much force you apply to it.
We've got the wave now. Time to regroup with Welt and the others. You can't save them. They're already ghosts. It wasn't Sparkxie who attacked them, but something far more cruel. And they didn't die in the present, but during a certain twilight 15 years ago. We can't change their fates.
So the one that the emergency broadcast announcement was joking about.
However, this definitely isn't some kind of time travel to the past. Someone created this space for unknown reasons, only to reenact before an eyewitness the bloodbath at Graphia Academy from the Phantasmoon games 15 years ago. That's right. But that has nothing to do with the enemy we're facing right now. I know you have a lot of questions now, but we'll have time to talk about all this in detail after we deal with Sparkxie. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Wilt. He just messaged and said he and March found the missing Furbo-Nana reporter, Bana, and the final landscape painting piece.
You mean we don't have to find every single individual piece? The emotes everywhere are the worst. Are we going down or up? Make sure that tumbleweed isn't still following right behind us. Don't look back. Okay, how do I... This way, maybe? Oh, there's the tumbleweed. It really is like a cartoon tumbleweed, like fighting Cloud. You okay, Mr. Furbo?
Good thing we got here in time, or you would have ended up as a target practice dummy. Beep boop. This Furbo nearly bit the dust. President, you're here. You're gonna give this Furbo some hazard pay, right?
Mr. Furbo here said the students put the moon inside the gymnasium.
Wispay called emotes.
Sparkxie must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look after. She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moons. Now what?
Be it Sparkle or Sparkxie, both are equally just as headache-inducing. All right, everyone. Let's round up these emotes and take a look.
I knew they were gonna make us do something. The Wispay called Emoti lets out a sharp, shrill snicker.
Pried open its mouth to take a look. Seems this little guy didn't swallow the moon.
The texture of this ball seems different from the others. Emoti bursts into soft, whiny sobs. Okay, okay, don't cry. No one's going to hurt you. Let's see. How many more? I assumed it had to be that one because of the radiant brilliance. There we go. The Wispay suddenly charges against you like a cannonball firing from its chamber. Oh, hello.
We can do it!
Tormented doubt, farewell.
A future will come! We can do anything! I'm fine.
Serenity is before me.
For tomorrow! Receive divinity.
Write a new ending.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
A high and mighty Emoti is stuck fast in the basketball hoop, perched there like a monarch upon a throne. It gazes down coldly at the frantic bustle of your efforts below. Its gaze shifts awkwardly away, but a smug grin sneaks onto its lips, as if thinking, "You've got no knees? Puh, good luck reaching for the moon."
Sneaky laugh. It probably does know where the moon is hiding. But how are we meant to even reach the thing?
Welcome to the 2D world. But I want to go up there.
The gym. I've missed this. There was a time when I really envied those classmates who could sprint across the field, giving it their all.
Okay, I was like, there has to be a way to get up here. Oh lord, oh lord. Dang it. I should have waited for the cloud to come back. Oh. Now that I know that there's... I just barely made that. Ah, there's a ceiling there. Lord. Speed. I really wanted to say speed is key, but... Okay. Nope. No, 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 please! Ah, darn it.
I'd already graduated by the time I started feeling this way. Due to
Ooh.
some circumstances, I went back to my father's school to work.
Okay, let's try this again. Because we are not going at the speed is key, speed of light. Okay. I am so sorry about how terrible this is gonna be. I am so bad at platformers. There's a reason I got stuck in Ori and the Blind Forest, even though I love the story in Ori's Blind Forest. And I just got stuck on one of the water level. The water, like, mini dungeon level or whatever it's called. Ah, dang it. Alright. Got it. I hate it here, guys. I hate it here so much. Okay, it's just 3 jumps at regular intervals. Oh, I see. I have to go back this way to get up again. All of that just to bring the emoji down.
Be able to reach that emoji.
Can I tell you all how much I hate platformers? My god. And with that, we've got our hands on the third part of the scenario, the moon.
Time to settle the score with Sparkxie.
Since Sparkxie dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantom Moon games, she had better be ready to become a spoil of war herself. He and I will head to the atrium next, piece the imaginated landscape back together, and help Sparkle take down Sparkxie. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. Dovebrook's waves should suppress the memetic contamination they're experiencing, but they might panic and run into the combat area. This time, I truly hope no innocent people get hurt during the Phantom Moon games.
Don't worry, Miss Himeko. Mr. Yang and I have got this. You better give that girl a taste of her own medicine for messing with us like some comedy act.
victorious? Miss Sparkxie or the Astral Express? State...
Sparkle and Sparkxie are gone. And the students too?
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude awakening. Sparkxicon hasn't even started!
Da-da-da-da! Time for your Sparkxicon grand finale!
Because I, the Nameless of the Astral Express, will challenge you as a fellow supplicant and crush your elation.
Challenge me? I'd love to fight you.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
That annoying automaton has already fallen asleep. Soon, there will only be one sparkle in the world. Or maybe everyone will be one. Don't attack during my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The options have all arrived. Our hero declares the first battle of the Fantasy Supplicants has commenced!
Why don't we get a fun outfit?
Stream starting! Too bad that doesn't carefully plan away. Can't put out this sky full of Sparksies! The Ribbon Network. Wish power will convert here! Sparkly Rabbit's firing room!
Heard the call. Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
This more will watch over you and guide you on your path. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Me!
No other choice but forward. For tomorrow. I'll see you off.
This is being in sync?
Here comes the special guest!
Select one character to head to the subfield while the rest stay on the prime field to provide support. This one.
Where the heck did she drag me to? We can do anything!
What's the new ending?
Bloom. Breaks over.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Existence is of no consequence. The future will come. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Please support Sparkxicon!
Torment and doubt, farewell.
No other choice but fury of innumerable core flames consume me.
Now you know what I'm capable of. A glorious victory!
Yes, Finon. Oh, I did not mean. What is W? There it is.
Go, my little cutie!
Yes, my Lord Ravenger. Yes, and my favorite of most favorite boys is a Lord Ravenger. You're not winning this.
Go, my little cutie! Let's chat over voice!
I guess he can put me in the subfield.
Flames are not strong enough. Sun, tear the sky! Quench the flames with blood.
Sparkly Rabbit's firing room!
Is that all?
show them my illusion.
Sparkxicon isn't over yet.
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. Thought you.
That would have been real bad if that was incorrect.
Are you okay?
That would have been really bad if we were wrong.
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang? Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Oh, feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry, though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to normal in a moment.
Thank you, General. By the way, above your head.
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? I'm afraid not. As an observer, your gaze reaches far deeper than his. In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. Or else, I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns of fate, don't they? All right, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for us to say goodbye.
And you? Are you okay?
So I guess that's them confirming that he was a Stellaron hunter, though they pretty much confirmed that in the storytelling up to this point, but alright.
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing. All I remember is Sparkxie and the Nameless got into a fight.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparkxie right into the wall with one swing. That strength was unreal.
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic hero. That was seriously awesome.
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
Did they recover?
My man's like, I feel like they just switched, live showdown. Okay. Talk to Sparkle.
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, gray hair, you won this one. 1 point for the Trailblaze. Who knows? But come on, doesn't that sound insanely cool? I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin stories. Maybe we're all just masks that someone else has shed. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparkxie's defeat for a few days. Maybe some foolish hotheads might even come knocking to fight you. But trust me, give it a couple days, and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened. If I really am a mask, then naturally I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand.
Sparkxie probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus, compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires. The fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparkxie virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all, I'm sure you've already made your decision, right?
I'd give her to Sparkle. Let Sparkle be in charge of her.
So, Victor, here to claim your prize? Very well. Sparkxicon has no objections to that. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not that heartless, are you? Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment? I'll livestream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor. All right, all right! Let what belongs to the Graphia family return to the Graphia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantasmoon Games than another enemy. Right? What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparkxicon? Old models. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the old model. That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is the mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain call. Shall we become one at last? Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? A friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't underestimate the Phantasmoon Games. You won't get another opening act as spectacular as this Sparkxicon, you know.
After the toy gun went off, Sparkle and Sparkxie were no longer here.
Sparkxie. No. Sparkle? Which one is which?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that the elation in plain Arcadia has become something even the gods no longer recognize. In any case, everything here has come to an end. We should move on and unravel the next plot. Indeed, I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place and why. Let me know when you're ready to head out.
We're still not done with this section. The resentment of one who forgot their toilet paper lingers here, swirling and refusing to dissipate. Go to the supposedly haunted restroom. In Sparkxicon's live stream, I was planning to make a huge scene, but I'm not the one who left in the mess. Logged off, not locked up. Summer, Sparkle, and someone's corpse? A god always demands a sacrifice? What? That's a title. Okay, I will be right back since we're over the 2-hour mark, because it feels like we're getting really close to the end of this. And I just need to make sure that my dog does not need to take a quick restroom break. So you all take one as well. Be right back. All right, thank you for that wait.
I'm really curious about that classroom frozen in time from 15 years ago. Just let me know when you're ready to head out.
You would trace your steps back to the eerie twilight classroom.
This place. It's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantom Moon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the Eon of Elation. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia Academy. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark, the Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
It was a tragedy the world could not forget. The Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko.
What?
Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Are we in like a converged reality where like in one reality Himeko died, in the other reality her dad died?
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition. We continue to bring you updates on the Phantom Moon Games.
The Sparkxicon hosted by Supplicant Sparkxie came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began.
Under the watchful eyes of Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Now that's the biggest twist I've heard all day.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantasmoon games and got caught in the fallout. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
So all the handprints everywhere imply that it's the Herald of Death.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment. 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean. Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit. But that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Well, considering that Sparkxie and Sparkle exist, where you can literally make a clone of someone based purely off of emotions and wish power, I would not put it past this planet, this ability to just make a shadow clone of the Herald of Death.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon games twice. So let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around.
Soon after, Ashvale arrived at the banks of Dovebrook.
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could dispel the metallic tang of blood clinging to his nose. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask, a grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected it to be the omen of a friend's death.
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body. Another nameless casualty buried beneath a headline. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great figures. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug from a petty gang?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted my offer?
You are right, Miss Pearl. I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands, just like 15 years ago. The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ashvale, I ask for your strength to steer the Zeonic games back on course.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
Guys, I'm so excited to pull for him. I have like nothing in my Wish account, but I am excited.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest players. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Fantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imaginate. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the dark zone created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major downfall, and is now a prisoner of the IPC.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source. Or art.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you know all this, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elation. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged solely to her. Just like that other one.
Just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to test your luck?
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Schoolum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you pleased. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stoneheart's investment in a Stellaron hunter. Just think of this deal as something private between you and me.
Meanwhile, in the Fantasmoon courtyard.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people on the Go Home Club...
Stay tuned and find out what happens next. I did not expect that we were going to successfully get through all of that before the, This is a huge deal for reviewing our Furbobo Weekly, so President, are you ready? Boss, have you been keeping up with Plan Arcadia's trending news? Everyone's talking about it. What exactly went down at Sparkxicon? How did Baseball Raccoon manage to win? My keen little ears are twitching. Furbobo Weekly absolutely cannot miss out on this piping hot, fresh off the press wish power. Time to hold a press conference and drum up some buzz for our magazine. We post what the readers want to see. Questions locked and loaded. We trust your internet instincts, boss. Oh right, before I start recording, let's give the magazine office a level up and spruce up the place. Can't have a messy backdrop on camera. That wouldn't do Furbobo Weekly's image any favors. Perfect. I've already snapped the first shot. It'll be the opening image for the press release. Next, straight to the venue. We're heading to Graphia Academy. Our guests have arrived. Please welcome the Raccoon Masked Supplicant, the real-life inspiration behind Fluffy Across the Blue, and the one who ended Sparkxicon. He who undefeated for 2.5 years since the debut, Kalis, for the interview. Whoa, where did all these people come from? When did you all get here? Hi everyone, I'm a reporter from Full Wish TV's news program, Arcadian Morning Report, Bubblebeak. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm a guest accompanying the Xianzhou Yuchui delegation. I also serve as a special foreign correspondent for the Cosmic Exploration Editorial Department. My name is Ting Yun. As expected from Kalis, a resident camper on the trending board, we've got quite the press turnout here. Now Kalis gets to pick which reporter to take questions from. You caught me. I'm not just the dean of Graphia Academy. I'm also the founder of the Campus Voice. In other words, all the campus media at Graphia Academy falls under my purview. Yeah, campus media's got a long way to go before it breaks out of the campus bubble. Either way, thank you for saving Graphia Academy. Let me ask a few questions on behalf of the Campus Voice. First question, what do you think of the classes at Graphia Academy? In other words, did any particular teacher or course leave a lasting impression on you at Plan Arcadia's most prestigious school? Miss Avancia's art is absolutely divine. I especially love how she captures me on canvas. Ephanesia, am I suddenly deaf? Does Graphia Academy even have a teacher by that name? Alright, second question. After this whole Sparkxicon incident, do you have any campus safety recommendations for Graphia Academy? Do you have any idea how long I spent hunting down waves, sandpens, and moons just to piece together the scenery and wall breaker waves? These fire safety measures are ancient. Keep high-pressure water guns and fire extinguishers on hand. Good point. Graphia Academy has plenty of fire hazards. That sounds dangerous and in truth isn't impervious. Alright, this is going nowhere. That wraps up our interview with Dean Sandrake, Master of Rambling. Please select another reporter for Kalis to be interviewed by. Well, Tingyun, obviously. Greetings, friends of Plan Arcadia, and greetings to you, Benefactor. I am Tingyun, a reporter from the Cosmic Exploration Editorial Department of the Xianzhou, here in Plan Arcadia to conduct interviews. You see, the seer strategist of Xianzhou Yuchui is on a diplomatic mission to Plan Arcadia. Having a reporter along also makes it easier to organize all kinds of diplomatic affairs. Please help me keep my little stint as Xianzhou's #1 assassin under wraps for a while longer, Benefactor. First, congratulations on your opening victory at Sparkxicon, Kalis. Folks back on the Xianzhou have been following your Plan Arcadia journey closely and asked me to pass along a few words on their behalf. But I think words can't beat a reunion. Shall we patch them through live? Wouldn't that be the biggest surprise? Whoa, Kalis, it's really Kalis. I've missed you so much. Little Guay's got a question for you. I heard Plan Arcadia is packed with people and ghosts. Perfect for streaming. Kalis, do you think Little Guay and Shang Shang's ghost hunting livestream would have a market if we brought it over? Not the same kind of spectral garden, but this paranormal stuff here is non-stop. Toilet paper rolls balanced on top of stalls, blackboards that write by themselves, and look behind you. Well, there's nothing there. Huh, that trick might work on Shang Shang, but it won't scare me. Little Guay's question is done. Next is... Kalis, long time no see. I've heard Plan Arcadia matches aren't like the Xianzhou sparring. They're judged on whether they have enough elation. Yang Chui can't quite picture it. Yang Ching? Yan... I haven't said his name in a hot minute. Could you share your tactical thinking? This is too funny. There's no plan. Not even my opponent can guess my next move. Heck, even I don't know what I'm doing next. But that's what the old Xianzhou saying. Even flailing fists can take down a master. That's my strategy. Well, I imagine that Joyseeker would actually be delighted by this turn of events. Alright, then that wraps up young Master Yan Qing's questions too. Benefactor, your answers were so informative and insightful. This humble lady has no further questions to ask. Boss, don't forget, save an interview slot for Bobo Weekly. BB, my turn. Papa Prince, special correspondent for Bobo Weekly, reporting in. Boop. I've been deep undercover at Sparkxicon, working tirelessly to capture exclusive footage. I've even had a run-in with Dean Sparkxie, who caught me in the act and gave me a big old like for my trouble. Surely that's worth a special commendation back at the editorial department. Yeah, Boop, here comes the questions. First question. Eyewitnesses in the park spotted Mr. Don Hung of the Astral Express and a mysterious man in Dubbrook District, the site of the recent homicide. Furthermore, rumors suggest that Kalis isn't the only member of the Express in possession of a mask. During Sparkxicon incident, you, Kalis, teamed up with the others against Sparkxie, leading some to claim the Astral Express doesn't play fair. Whether you've come to confirm or to clarify, could you disclose more details on these matters? Nothing in the Phantasmoon game's rules of engagement don't stipulate a one-on-one duel. If anything, having a horde of Sparkxie meme-infested hostiles swarming a single person is what I'd call not playing fair. Besides, even if I were to single-handedly take her on, I'd still come on top, wouldn't I? You're absolutely right. Containing the Sparkxie virus spread comes first, Boop. Alright, second question. There have been many reports of an old red Sparkxie model at the decisive battle, but after Sparkxicon wrapped up, they vanished together without a trace, Boop. So who's the real Sparkxie? If you had to pick Kalis, do you prefer Sparkxie's current streaming persona or her old model? I've been agonizing over this forever and I just can't decide, Beep Boop. Well... Holy Furboli, why are all your questions about Sparkxie? I knew it. You watch Sparkxie streams all the time, don't you? If you really have to confiscate it, at least let me delete a few bookmarks first, Boop. Beep, beep, beep. Danger alert. Switching questions. Let's try this one. Actually, I've been lurking in Spark's head group for quite a while, and I've discovered the fans are absolutely furious about Sparkxie getting owned. They've threatened to mobilize the Spark's head and leave nothing standing, vowing to dig up all your online accounts. How do you, Kalis, plan to handle these rabid fans? Go ahead and dig. All my socials are Kalis too. It's my one and only account across the whole web. I've got a feeling you're about to blow up, Boop. Well, that's about all the time we have. This Bobo Weekly interview is officially wrapped. Alright, dear friends, that's a wrap for today's prep rounds. Next, we got an interview lined up with the entire Astral Express crew, so stay tuned for Bobo Weekly. All interview content will be posted under Arcadia Alert. See you soon! After all the interviews concluded. The headline furs here. Oh, that went up to 7 immediately. Chrysos toilet. Wubbaboos. Why are the Labyrinth Cave fans throwing down? We're still so far away from the mask. Okay, before I get dragged into another one of those. Nice. Give me 1 second.
Nice.
Oh, from Sampo. Well, if it isn't Kalis, my friend, I heard you were in Plan Arcadia. Find some time to drop by World's End Tavern. Drinks are on me. Okay, so we can go meet Sampo, it seems. An audience with a god always demands a sacrifice. Witness the cruel opening of the Phantasm Moon games. Step 1. To become a boss of a published account, publish more headlines. Publish the first issue of Arcadia Alert. Okay. I was going to do this and then I got sidetracked. Phantasm Moon Courtyard. I want to take a look at all the masks and then make our guesses on who's what.
It's still early. Where to now?
Is Avancia still here? Yes. Okay, so this one, obviously mine. This one we have seen is Sundays. This one we've seen in the trailer is Pearls. This one, due to the tech design of it, where it could be a wolf, it could be a cat. She said a cat in the thing, so I would assume this is Silver Wolves, because it looks so like it's blue-purple and it's like techno-pop kind of deal. I would assume because as of this time, Ashvale's trailer dropped, the wolf mask feels like it should be Ashvale's. You know what I mean? But this style also looks like it would fit on the Cienjo and would fit Blade, and I'm pretty sure Blade is a supplicant as well in this runaround. That's the one I think a lot of people are debating. I think this is supposed to be Ashvale's, considering the fact that his trailer released and he had like dogs and veracity terrifying things. We'll get to that one in a second. Obviously that one was Sparkxie's. This one is Avancia's for sure. This is the unknown. But if Blade is a supplicant, one of these has to be Blade's and the other one has to be Ashvale's. This kind of wood thing kind of reminds me of the tree that's on the Cienjo, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is Blade's, but I'm very curious what that's gonna mean. And then here's Avancia, of course. The star of the show has arrived. Hey there, Baseball Raccoon. Just binge watching an entire episode of The Fluffy. It's all your fault for having such amazing stories. After sleeping for so long, who can truly understand the bliss of waking up and immediately stumbling upon a masterpiece? I knew we were kindred spirits. High five. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Avancia, special observer for the Phantom Moon Games, professional digital pet caretaker, eternally young and radiant high schooler. But at this rate, how long is this introduction gonna take? How about this? You ask questions, I'll give answers. Okay. So we did all of that. It didn't put it off because we were trying to get to this. Because this ends today. I want to talk to Sampo first. Well, if it isn't my favorite old pal Kalis, come sit closer. What can I get you to drink? Don't be shy now. Your friend Sampo is treating. Ha ha ha. Hey now, what kind of relationship do we have here? Just meeting up for a little chat. No need to be so formal with me. And of course, I've got one tiny favor to ask you, just to make sure everything's perfect. Haha. Oh, wouldn't it be interesting if Blade is not participating and it's Sampo that has this mask? Anyway, Zhang Shan Shan, get my old power here a glass of love you forever, Sampo. Hey, we don't serve any nasty drinks in our tavern. Just get us something sweet and delightful to drink so my old pal here can have a nice sweet chat with about business with me. Alrighty. Long no see. Word on the street is that the Astral Express made it to Planet Arcadia. You got yourself mixed up in the hippiest, hardest crew around, the Cosmic Collective, right? No, things aren't that simple. Between you and me, I'm both the chief executive and chief operating officer of the entire Cosmicon Collective. But hey, I'm not here to give you a rundown of the game's lore or the team behind it, though I do have some materials here if you're interested. We can go through them after our little chat. Excuse me, Sampo's old Sampo Passe joke special is ready. I have lots of OMGs in it, so it's super sweet. Please enjoy. My old pal, drink this and join me in saving the Cosmic Collective. The cost? Oh, who am I to ask anything of you? I'll reward you with something nice and shiny instead. Looking back at the origins of the Cosmicon Collective, it started as a means to settle disputes, no matter how ridiculous the debate, like whether Nanook could be solo killed by a pressure cooker, that could always reach a conclusion through a game. But once victory gets monopolized by a certain party, the game loses its fun and vitality. The strong stay strong and the weak stays weak. Nobody's gonna keep playing a game like that, and unfortunately that's exactly the crisis our community is facing now. The evil dragons have taken over Duomension City. I mean all players in the community out there are calling for a true dragon slayer. Me? That's right. We need a rising star who will start as a gaming rookie, who will make his mark, grow through the ranks, overcome challenges, and ultimately defeat all 4 evil dragons that have made their nests here. And so people will finally realize, the possibility of victory has been in their own hands all along. First of all, if I, as the operator, were to completely wipe the floor with these 4 powerhouses, the combat-focused players watching would just assume I must have used some special tricks rather than winning through pure skill. Besides, for something that requires that much plot armor, you're the only one I can turn to. I love Sampo's continued ability to just break through the 3rd wall. Or the 4th wall? 4th wall. There it is. According to the Cosmicon Collective forums, the 4 evil dragons are each the strongest fighters in their respective divisions. Kinder, the Eller of Duomension City. Demon Hunter, Magical Middle-Ager, the Graphia Academy. Umbrelle, the reigning man of Dubbrook District. And Singafar, the antiquated scholar of World's End Tavern. These 4 folks pack quite a punch, I tell you. Don't underestimate them, not even for a second. Fantastic. I knew I could count on you, old pal. Now that we've made our decision, we need to let these 4 evil dragons know about it, and more importantly, get the whole player community's attention. Let's post our challenge on the Furbobo Gossip right away. The future of the Cosmicon Collective is in your hands, my old pal. Keep at it. You've always had my support. Good lord. I'm sorry, Golden Youth, but this is where our passive vengeance ends. The Morgura gang is just too powerful. Mr. Asheville, I know you've done your best. Is my youth destined to leave me in regrets? Oh, cripes, it's Kalis. Get it together, Golden Youth. We can't bring shame to plain Arcadia. We just accidentally slipped while having a few drinks, that's all. That's right, we absolutely did not get our butts kicked in a brutal gang war. If you're here to laugh at us, go somewhere else. Laugh if you want. I just hope you're not here to pity us, but to lend a helping hand. I understand. I won't push myself too hard anymore. I need to pursue true power and earn respect for my brothers. Kalis, boss, this is the only request of my life. Please, you must accept it. When it's done, I'll be your loyal servant. I'll do anything to serve you, but this one thing, I can't rest in peace. Ugh. My youth, don't leave. Curse that Morgura gang. Kalis, you must avenge the Golden Youth. Why do I feel like I'm being set up? No, this is definitely not some cheap streets trick. This proud man has entrusted his youthful memories to you. Allow me to explain. This kid, Golden Youth, is a little wispy formed from the condensed memories of youth. It's idealistic, childish, and passionate, with the greatest hobby of playing cards with friends. Following suit, this little fellow went on to set up a gang of his own called Card Way in northern Duo-Mention City. Though they call themselves a gang, their daily activities just involve getting together to play Cosmicon Collective. In truth, they're basically just harmless hobby club. Since then, they've been living a normal life of, you've only lived once. Until recently, when a foreign gang called the Morgura gang suddenly appeared. These guys were incredibly skilled in Comic-Con Collective combat, and they quickly crushed the Card Way into a total disarray. After that crushing defeat, Golden Youth went everywhere looking for reinforcements. Unfortunately, this great detective's so bad at cards, it's like watching a dung beetle hugging its ball of muck. And that's how you ended up with a pitiful plea for help just now. Madam Yao? No, you must have the wrong person. I've never been of such high rank. I'm certainly no Xianzhou general. I am the dice soul, bound with the dice of the Cosmicon Collective. I've slumbered inside these dice for 1700 years. I've just casted divination, earth above, heaven below. Pulling up the reeds brings good fortune, and one's ambition lies afar. Kalis, you must just be our greatest hope to defeat Morgura gang and restore Cardway to its former glory. Perhaps this is the moment I've waited 1,700 years for, to witness the hand of Mystique. Let us dawdle no longer. Let me test your skills on behalf of the Cardway. Not bad at all. Reminds me of the old days. After both sides have played a card, the Cosmicon Collective match can begin. I'll lend you a card. I know how it works. Let's go. Yes. You've already completed the tutorial match. Would you like to skip it? Yes. Impressive skills, but still not quite at the level of the Hand of Mystique that I want to see. Still, he's more than capable enough to take down the Morgura gang. Great detective, you found the right person. Who are you talking to, and who are you playing cards with? I can't see anything. Don't tell me there's actually something supernatural going on here. I told you, I'm not some madam. I'm a dice soul who's been slumbering inside these dice for 1700 years. See, Dice Soul just said she's not Madame Yao or anything. Asheville, please! Huh? I thought you couldn't see me. Well, you know how it is. The older I get, the more I talk to myself. Kalis, you still have much to learn. Not seeing things I'm not supposed to see. That's the way of a true detective. You're king of mind your own business. Got it. Which is odd for a detective, but okay. Anyway, restoring the Cardway is now up to just you and me, Kalis. You might actually be able to defeat the Hook's left and right lieutenants, and maybe even Hook herself. Hook! Sampo, did you steal the child again? Bring down the Morgura gang, not the Mole gang, once and for all. What ridiculous plot twist is this? Hook, a name forged from strength and conquest, a name that carries unmatched ferocity. She must be a formidable foe. Despite being newcomers, the Morgura gang rose with unstoppable force and conquering territory after territory and reshaping the power dynamics of Dubbrook District. 3 days, that's all it took her. In just 3 days, the Morgura gang had already absorbed 7 card clubs and crushed 3 collective salons. The Dice Alley, the Show Hand Brotherhood, and the Bet-Sizing Alliance all disbanded. The tides may have turned in Dubbrook's district, but the Cardway hasn't fallen yet. Its fate now lies in your hand. You might have known her once, but she's not the same person anymore. No need to be scared. The most mysterious one among all mysteries, the Gate of Wonders. Remember, you still have the Hand of Mystique. The Hand of Mystique is a moment of sudden enlightenment. When you grasp the mysteries of the ever-changing dice during a match and make a move that turns the tides, the more hopeless the situation, the more likely the divine play will appear. As a dice soul, I'll be on your side to guide you and help you reach the pinnacle of the Cosmicon Collective. Excellent. Since ancient times, only those with kind and benevolent hearts have been able to comprehend the mysteries of the Hand of Mystique. To challenge Hook, the leader of the Morgura gang, you must first defeat her left and right lieutenants. Help me, Clara, and melodic demon Serval. Sampo, you brought all of Belobog here with you. When you're ready, call on the remaining Cardaway members, and we'll send the Morgura gang a challenge letter. Join us and walk the path of retaliation together. Oh god, I'm just gonna start laughing. Spark, please. Oh, they don't call it the elation for nothing, I guess. Kalis, I've come as promised. Boss Svarog, long time no see. Long time no see, Kalis. For optimal efficiency, we should begin our Cosmicon collective duel immediately. I am merely a subordinate of Help Me Clara. Conclusion, I do not possess the clearance to access information on gang leader Hook. The Iron Man shows up here and I thought we were in for the final boss fight, but you're telling me he's just a minion? They say Hook stands at 6 feet 2, with shoulders broad enough to make any dorm frame look narrow, and it seems they weren't exaggerating at all. Oh, goodness, please. I scared me too, but a real tough guy doesn't let his knees shake. After all, I've got to keep moving forward. Logic. Stopping the mole's atrocities is indeed a necessary course of action in my analysis. However, Clara has now joined the Hook's game, and her position is my position. I will protect Clara in any conflict. Conclusion. Kalis, if you wish to challenge Clara, you must first defeat me in Cosmic Collective. Clara rarely gets the chance to lose herself at a game, so I will ensure she enjoys it to the fullest. Dad Svarog for the win. Oh, quite an interesting elder. Not bad at all. Oh my god, please. Just take it one step at a time and defeat your opponents. Win rate analysis even. Good luck. Sometimes weather conditions can affect the match, see? Make good use of weather conditions to secure victory, the Dice Soul's advice. When the attacker selects a dice, if all devalues... Okay. You can browse the store and purchase unlocked items while preparing for battle. This card seems to have some real potential. Why not go ahead and buy it? Each card's attack level determines how many dice must be selected to attack with after rolling. Defense level determines how many dice must be selected for defense. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, each character's prismatic dice is unique. Use them wisely, and you might even create a chance to turn the tide. Tap it to check out. I assume this little icon here says it's like the highest that that dice can roll. Nanook and the rice cooker.
Is hard won.
Please do your best, and I will be very happy. Kalis is absolutely incredible. Evaluation result: Kalis' performance in Cosmicon Collective is excellent, capable of providing Clara with sufficient challenge and enjoyment. The upcoming battle belongs to her, and I will not put pressure on her. Also, there's a fact you should know. Clara actually wanted to stop Hook from challenging the local gangs. After all, Hook disrupted the balance of the Cosmicon Collective. With such card skills, it's hard not to get excited. Clara tries to comfort the displaced gang members, having stayed behind to look after her newly found family. Since you wish to challenge Hook, prove your worth to Clara and show that you can take good care of them. Don't worry, Big Metal Man. We won't let Clara's efforts go to waste. That's a promise between men. Go on, help me. Clara is not to be underestimated. So, Kalis, are you going to challenge Clara right now, or do you need more time to prepare? Okay. We're going to wait a minute, because we have the gist of how this works, and I'm not going to make you all watch me play this card game all the time. And then that one's telling me to go fight the elders in Cosmicon Collective. Defeat an opponent while maintaining full HP. And that's a reference also to what Sampo said to us. Alright, well, I would call that a day. We're about like an hour over what we normally do, but I would say that was pretty interesting, that last bit. There were no parts where I was like, God, this is dragging. Outside of that one part where I made the statement being like, what was even the point of this? Which was Sparkle's like, oh, are you going to push that button and kill me section? I was like, why does this need to be here? What is the point of this? So, anyway, so next weekend we will have the new update. And it looks like we're going to be fighting Power Rangers in that one, so very exciting. We'll see which supplicant takes the stage to fight us. And so we will see you all there. Or if we're going to all team up to fight the Herald of Death, and who the Herald of Death possibly could be. Usually, as March said, it's like the first person we meet when we get off the train is actually the evil bad guy. So by that definition, the lady who does not look like an NPC, she's too thoroughly designed, should be the Herald of Death. Or potentially the Herald of Death's child? We'll have to find out. Bye, everyone!